One of those quick and easy jobs. I was in the process of rotating the tires on my Jeep, and these terrible things that Chrysler invented stripped off the nut, but the nut itself has also stripped. I can't budge it. I've tried heat, I've tried WD-40, I've tried everything. I'm working with a couple of cold chisels splitting off there. You can see I've broken one of the cold chisels. But so right now I'm drilling out the middle of the lug and then going in with a bigger drill bit and just pound it out of there. It's what I'm stuck doing. Easy peasy job. Right. Not a lot of video today because I'm out here in kind of a misting rain, but I've pounded the old lug bolt out and I've got a new one ready to go in. I took a wire brush, a battery terminal brush, and I cleaned out the splines. I've also used some never sees around here. So I made a little bit of a bushing here that I can, whoops, this is hard to do one-handed, but I'm going to slide that on there. Then I'm going to put this lug nut on here and then use my impact wrench to draw that in. So I've got to put the phone down so I can do this. It's starting to rain harder. So what I ended up having to do is I created kind of a lug bolt puller by taking an old socket and cutting it off and drilling it out, and that slides over. Maybe I got it backwards here. It slides over like that, and then I had a washer here, and then one of the old lug nuts, and then using my impact driver, I pulled the lug bolt through the hub. So you can see it's right back there. So now I can put on the drum disc or disc drum and put the wheel back and get back into shape of rotating the tires. Easy. Well, I've come to the left front to remove it so I could put it on the right rear, and unbelievably, that one is stripped as well. And what this comes from is somebody winding the bolts on with an impact wrench. Okay to loosen, okay to snug up, but if you run it home with that, you are screwed. I've now got to take that apart just like I did the other one. Totally unnecessary. And boy, I'm you can hear it in my voice, I'm absolutely livid. It's raining out here. I've got to get this thing done today. And yeah, I'm pretty frustrated. Well, I think I'm coming up with a program on how to do this. Titanium drill bits I just happen to have, and drilling out the center lug bolt and then prying the wheel off. Now I've got to take the caliper off, take the disc rotor off, and then put in, fortunately I do have, I purchased extra studs just in case this was going to happen. So moving ahead here, rain keeps coming and then dropping off and coming. I've just got to get this done so I don't take up any more time on other valuable projects. Anyway, that's it right now. Doing a little cleanup here before these steel filings get ground into the dirt, and then Emily comes walking along and gets some in her paw. Those are quite sharp. Anyway, now I can move ahead with what I had talked about in the last clip. Now that I've got the disc rotor off, I can hopefully whack it. This is hard to do one-handed, but I'm going to try. It's moving. There we go. Unfortunately, when I was at Napa this morning, I bought extra lug bolts, And believe it or not, the front ones are different than the rear ones. Yeah. All right, moving ahead. So what I have here is the new stud in here, and I put some never sees on that, and then the socket that I cut off to act as a shim, and then I'm using an old lug nut, and I've got never sees on the threads there. Again, I'm trying to do this one-handed. Let's see what happens. See if I can draw it in. It's coming in. I'm going to increase the speed. There we go. Oh, there we go. All right. Back this off and move ahead. Well, all of my feet are back on the ground. Rotate the tires. No problem at all. Right. So, rain has let up, which is good, but it's probably going to take me a good hour to dry off and degrease everything. But here's a public service announcement. If your vehicle has these crappy lug nuts on them, change them out. This is actually a steel cap that sits over the actual lug nut. And over time, these wear out and they start to spin. Not only did I have that problem, I got really lucky with this one, being able to get it out with, these are 3/4 of an inch, and this is 11/16. So there's only a 1/16 of an inch or less than that, because you're going from side to side of material there. But these are the two that I had to drill out. Here are the broken studs. Boy, that was a miserable job, but something I've never done before. Now I know how to do it. So I'm going to wrap this up, clean up all of this stuff, take a shower, and sit on the sofa and watch the Brazilian Grand Prix sprint race. It's already happened today, but I've got it recorded, and I can watch it a little bit later and relax. Hope everybody's had a great day. Thank you for watching.